Well, it started when I was a little kid, where I try to read something and kids see that and they make fun of me, and next thing you know, I'm hiding in the corner or running to a teacher and asking them what's wrong, what am I doing wrong. My parents were not too sure if I was diagnosed with a disability, and they just found out over the years. Well, it kind of started, I was watching a commercial where this father was reading a book to his little kid, and I went to my wife and said to her, I would like to read before my first one is born.
When we first started working together, we sat down and we had some goals. And Dave wanted to be able to read to his little girls. He wanted to be able to go to a restaurant and read off a menu. And he wanted to be able to express himself in writing. Dave has made a lot of progress. In September, we'll have been working together for 5 years, if you can believe it.
It's getting me more and more confident. When I walk around the streets or walk around anywhere now, I can read, I can do all kinds of stuff. And if I didn't know how to do any of that, I'll be in my house, sitting there playing games or whatever.
He doesn't have to say, oh, you know, I forgot my glasses today. Can you tell me what this is asking me to do? He can read instructions himself now. And the biggest thing is his girls. I
feel more and more excited to sit down with my girls and actually read a book to them. Because every time I read something to them, I can see a look on their face. It's like, wow, my daddy could read.
I don't think that Dave and I would have found each other without the Center for Family Literacy, and they really have created a great community there. People will come by in our tutoring sessions and say, oh wow, you're doing a great job, or hey, have you thought about doing this with Dave? And we've been through workshops and seminars together, and even just having the building and the library there for us to meet in is so great, because you know, when we first met, it might have been uncomfortable to meet in a coffee shop, or I might not have been trained properly in how to be sensitive about literacy issues. Those resources are made possible by, one, people who care, two, a variety of organizations who will get together and make sure that those resources are available. So funding from various resources, including the United Way, and then of course the will of volunteers who will come in and offer their time and support.
Well, it makes me feel really happy to see that there's people out there who actually really care for my disability, because if there wasn't, we wouldn't even have a chance in the real world to drive or to read or get a job.
I don't think you notice at first what the results of your work is. When you're only giving 1 hour a week, you might think, oh, you know, am I really making a difference? I had an opportunity to speak with his family at a function we were at once, and when I heard the difference that it made in his family's life, I was a little humbled by the fact that it only takes 60 minutes a week to make a difference in someone's life, and that by touching Dave's life, I've touched other people's lives. His wife is so proud of him. She says his confidence has just come up so far, and I was like, wow, you know, like those little girls are so excited to spend that quality time with their dad.
Well, once in a while I'll go to the family literacy and do a little bit of a speech about myself and tell them about how much I gained for confidence and how much reading I got up to. And pretty much I just tell them about myself.
And when Dave tells me about people who come up to him on the street and say, oh wow, you know, that's really brave of you to share your story. And I realized that by touching Dave's life, he's been able to touch so many more people.
I'm going to keep on trying and trying.